Muy buenas a todos, jóvenes, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? Espero que muy bien. Bienvenidos como siempre a mi vídeo de canal, Juegos Perdidos. Soy Cortés, en este caso, prosiguiendo con la aventura que nos presenta este Carte Blanche y en concreto con la idea de finalizarlo. Antes, como siempre, agradezco a todos aquellos que me seguís mediante las redes sociales, aquellos que estáis pendientes del canal, tanto de este como el secundario, por vuestros comentarios y vuestro apoyo. Muchísimas gracias a todos y cada uno de vosotros, jóvenes. Lo dicho, la intención es finalizarlo, porque es que le queda muy poco al juego, le queda muy poco. En los últimos gameplays, la verdad es que fui un petardo, porque no me di cuenta de que ya tenemos una zona en la cual podemos ir, una zona nueva. ¿Qué es esta de aquí? Saint-Lenoir. Os comento un poquito por encima, porque es un juego que lo he ido jugando muy de poco en poco y claro, no es lo mismo cuando lo juegas todo de una vez, coges el hilo, etcétera. Bueno, pues la idea es que el fallecimiento de nuestro jefe, junto con los robos que ha habido de ciertas antigüedades y luego después unos hechos acaecidos en ciertas localidades en las que al parecer vacas eran descuartizadas, todos tienen que ver con el caso que nosotros tenemos. Todos se reúnen en lo mismo. Al parecer hay un personaje que viene de las Indias y que no sabría explicarlo muy bien, pero la intención que él tiene es la de por cierta ofensa, mejor dicho, ofensa a sus dioses o algo así, pues parece ser que esto es como una especie de venganza. Entiendo. Van por ahí los tiros, ¿eh? No sé, yo he cogido el hilo, pero no sé explicarme bien. Ahora solamente falta que sea realmente el final. Yo creo que queda muy poquito. Vamos a tirar. La inevitable iglesia, el sacerdote que cuida las almas de los feligreses. Simples y virtuosos trabajadores de la tierra. Parece que está pasando algo.
What did you do to our cows, filthy communist?
¿Ves?
Yeah, you're not satisfied with poisoning our wells, you need to torture our cows!
Death to the Jew! Death to the sodomite!
Death to the albino!
Qué fuerte.
Death to the artist! He's an artist!
Of course, they're
Entonces,
all
igual.
the same.
Vale, grupo. Cura. Esto es para salir. Por aquí no podemos hacer nada. Examinar. Relajándose en el banco mientras intentan pegarle a un tío que hay por ahí. Examinar. Están persiguiendo a alguien. Código. Vamos a hablar... Vamos a decirle...
Another schnitzel?
Are you feeling well, my son? How long has it been since your last communion?
Oh, I'm okay. I was just thinking out loud. Hello, father.
Hello, son.
Just chilling out?
Contemplating.
My name is Edgar. I'm from Montreal.
My name is Lionel, and I'm busy.
Y estoy ocupado. Vale. Mexicano, charlar.
I'm looking for a Mexican Indian in the area.
Un indio mexicano.
A Mexican, here. Really, I wonder what kind of air you're breathing in the big cities.
I understand you haven't seen him.
Entiendo que no lo ha visto.
So, how is the farming and stuff?
Do yourself a favor and go back to the prostitutes, gamblers and drunkards. You'll be more in your element.
But I'm not.
He may lie boldly who comes from afar.
Madre mía. Bueno, vamos al grupo. Código.
Another schnitzel, guys?
He speaks the tongue of the devil.
Quemémosle.
Sorry, I have to go. I have cow on the stove.
Tengo una vaca en el horno. A ver.
Hey, everybody, I have an idea. Are you ready? And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Old MacDonald had a farm.
Ya está.
Good job.
Competencia incrementada por ejercicio. Ahora son más tranquilos, ¿no? Más o menos. Hablar. Mexicano.
Hey guys, have you seen a Mexican around here?
A stranger here. If we could have found one, we'd have lynched him.
Lo lincharíamos.
But since we haven't, we have to settle for this guy here. Eh, Mordecai?
Son las mismas voces. ¿Os dais cuenta, no?
If you can get me out of this, I could help you find him.
So, what's happening here?
It's that communist Jew.
Judío
He's stealing
comunista.
the meat right off our cows. What are we supposed to do with meatless cows that don't even give milk?
It's true that I am a communist, a Jew, and albino also.
Jolín.
But I would never touch a cow. I'm a vegetarian.
Judío, comunista
I told you it wasn't clean. He's a man with...
y albino. Bueno.
Vegetarian means he
Que no
doesn't
come
eat
carne.
meat. So, what will be the motive for the crime then?
Listen, mister, I'm clean and I come from the city. We are simple people. When we have a problem, we find somebody that is too much on the weird side and lynch him. End of story.
Fin de la historia, ya está. Parece que sean
I
ovejas.
see.
Cuando dicen yeah, parecen ovejas. Vale. Persuasión.
Come on guys, be reasonable and let him go. I know that somewhere within you, you know he doesn't have anything to do with this.
But you can read in our mind.
Muerte al brujo.
Consider yourself lucky we already have the man witch. It could have been you.
Madre mía.
You.
Believe me, it's a waste of time and effort. They don't really think like you and me.
Vale, entonces...
Hey guys, have you seen...
vale, esto es lo mismo de antes, sí.
If-
If you can get me out of this, I could help
Tendré
you
a
find him.
encontrarle, pero no.
Come on guys, be...
Lo mismo de antes. Puede leer nuestra mente.
Consider yourself lucky we are... You.
Believe me, it's a waste of... They don't re...
Another schnitzel guys?
You speak...
Tengo una vaca en el horno. A ver, charlar con comunista.
Father, the communist is innocent. You should do something, they'll listen to you.
Why should I? If he was only Jewish, perhaps there's a spiritual relationship. But as a communist, he's devoted to materialism.
No es un ser humano.
Why should God help someone that considers him the opium of the people?
But God is almighty, what does he care if one believes in him or not? He cares for everyone.
Of course, but not for communist Jews.
No por judíos comunistas. Corrupción, vale.
Do you think you and me could work something out for the communists?
Well, the church needs all the contributions it can get, my boy. Just show me the goods, and we'll see what we can do.
Vaya. Icono.
It's only a hunch, but I'm sure an authentic Byzantine icon would add a nice little touch to this small country church.
A Byzantine icon? Oh, Father Thibodeau of the neighbor parish would just die of jealousy. Are you serious?
Very much so.
Hey everyone! The Lord just told me the communists must be left alone. He said the cows were being punished for provoking counter-nature desires in some of you.
Quejas indistinguibles. Deseos antinaturales de
Here
algunos de
we are.
vosotros.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you, my dear Bogart.
Bogart.
Edgar.
Edgar. Por ejercicio, vale. Corrupción, pues nada. Disminuida por exposición al cinismo. Ingenuidad. Disminuida, ya no somos tan ingenuos. Vale, bueno, tenemos mucho que hablar, ¿no? Vale. Y aquí con este hemos terminado ya, definitivamente.
So, how is...
Vale, vale. Muy bien, vamos a...
Another schnitzel?
Sure, we'll get them, comrade.
Yes, yeah, of course.
No ha contestado con lo que tiene que hacer. Sí, seamos camaradas. Estafar, lucha, ventriloquía. Joder, hay muchas cosas que hacer. Hablar.
Thank you for getting me out of this mess.
I haven't done anything, it's God you have to thank.
Very
Muy
funny.
divertido. Ah, sí, ya está.
What's a communist doing in this remote location? Apart from playing the scapegoat, of course. I mean, isn't the revolution supposed to take place in industrial centers?
The police told me to stay out of the town, so I just drift here and there. But I'm not completely idle. I've organized the village idiot soviet.
Vale.
Alright, let's get down to business. Do you know where I can find the Mexican I'm looking for?
Yes, he arrived at the beginning of the week. He told me he needed a hideout to organize the Mexican Revolution.
And you believed him?
Not really, but marginal people have to help each other. I led him to an abandoned warehouse not far from here. I'll tell you how to get there.
Thank you. What's a communist doing?
Te diré cómo llegar y me lo dices o no. A lo mejor al salir pues, aparece en el mapa. Hormiga.
Look, it's a communist ant!
All ants are communists. They deny their individuality for the common good. One day, humanity will recognize in them a model to follow.
He hecho raza.
Mordecai! It's your God speaking to you.
Not bad, your little ventriloquy trick. But it sounded more like my hat speaking.
Practice makes perfect, huh?
Cuando haces de mi sombrero.
Hey, I'm coming from the city and the revolution just took place. Class struggle is finally over.
You think I'm a fool? I would have noticed. According to the scriptures, when the revolution will take place, Marx will come back on Earth to judge the rich.
I'm no specialist, but I think you're mixing things up here.
Está mezclando las cosas.
Man of little faith.
Eso ha sido muy bueno. Mars volverá a la Tierra. Qué puntazo, macho. Muy bueno, muy bueno. A ver, lucha.
What am I doing here? Where are all the factories and all? We've returned to the pre-industrial world.
Con incrementada por ejercicio. Bien. Entonces ahora lucha 3.
What am I doing here? Where are all the factories and all? We've returned to the pre-industrial world.
Vale, vamos a hacer una cosa. Vamos a salir a ver si me ha puesto este hombre donde está. Vale, sí, me lo ha puesto aquí. Almacén.
Mexicano, I presume.
God bless you. You came to save me.
Well, that's almost it.
Bueno, casi.
In fact, I was hired to find a stolen Mayan sculpture.
Eso es cultura
I
maya.
followed a lead right up to you.
All right, I admit it's me. I did it. Now get me out of here.
Hormigas. Cuenco.
Another schnitzel?
This is not a good time to lose your mind. Focus.
I'm not the one being led to sacrifice. So I can lose my mind if I want to?
Ahora esta parte no la entiendo. Él robó... Ah, amigo, es verdad, es verdad. Él robó la estatua maya y ahora se quieren vengar de él. Me estoy cogiendo el hilo ahora, ya definitivamente. Que esta basura humana sea realmente un ciudadano de alta sociedad. Y un ladrón de antigüedades también. Telesfor, escultura maya, charlar.
You know, Mr. McCullough, death is somehow a part of life. The death of an elderly person isn't such a sad event. One could see it as a sort of transition.
Good Lord, are you telling me I'm going to die?
You? No, well, it is possible of course, but that's not what I was talking about. I was only sharing my thoughts on certain realities of life, just like that.
Hablar.
How do you know Telesfor do say?
As a collector, I know all Montreal's antiquarians. Good, bad ones, and ugly ones.
Los malos y los
He
feos.
tried to sell me the Mayan sculpture in advance, and that's how I learned about it. I told him I was no fool.
And what did he say?
Nothing really. He just left while whistling the Traviata.
Claro, porque era falsa.
There are some things I don't understand in this robbery case.
Do we really have to talk about this now?
Yes. First of all, did you know the sculpture was fake?
Claro.
Of course. I'm a pro in these things.
Then why did you rob it?
I'm not interested in the statue itself. I knew Telesfor was planning to import that reproduction. I asked one of my agents there to insert an object of real value inside it. Mayan prints, Atahualpa's dentures.
This way you took no risk with the customs.
Exactly.
Vaya tela. Tentador.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You are held prisoner by an Indian who wishes to recover his ancestral inheritance.
Ahí está el tema.
That is correct.
Ahí está el tema.
Well then, why not give him back the dentures?
There is a small problem in the procedure of retrieving the artifact.
Why? Where is it now?
In my dear old mother's mouth.
Oh.
I see. And why did you not tell him?
You see, my mother is a bit old-fashioned, Victorian style. If the Indian ever came to her, she'd probably just send him wash the car or cut the hedges. I fear he'd be insulted and could decide to retrieve the teeth forcefully.
I see.
What are you doing here? You've come to free the Val de Secretor.
No, I mean, well,
You are lucky, little ones. Double ration today.
who are you talking to?
To my beloved little lands, of course.
Tendría que haber grabado. Indio. Bonita máscara.
I understand you are of Mayan origin. That's very interesting.
Yes, actually, my mother is of a Mayan descent. My father is American. But I have a very strong Mayan identity. I've read everything there is on the subject. I've even visited the Machu Picchu.
But isn't that an Inca
¿Pero no es
site?
Inca?
You see, the problem with you white people is that you're always trying to divide us to rule.
That might be true in general. But in this case, I think the distinction preceded Christopher Columbus.
Alright, I was raised in California, so I don't know everything about Peru.
Tontería. Indio. Vale. Espero que permanezca cerrada.
Certainly, two men of goodwill like us can find an agreement. The police is guarding the place where Atahualpa's holy teeth are stored. They won't let you in, but I could. Killing me will get you nowhere.
Oh, the teeth. That's right. I was so focused on the revenge procedures, I had forgotten about it. Yes, sure. Bring me the teeth, and I will let you leave.
You could also spare McCullough. I think he's learned his lesson.
No can do. He went too far in the line of desecration. On the other hand, there are softer revenge alternatives in the tradition. If you wish, I could content myself with splitting his head with an obsidian axe.
Well, I guess that's a beginning.
By the way, if you say anything to the police, you'll end up the same way.
Of course, that goes without saying.
Incrementada por ejercicio de observación. Asexualmente. Y si el agua no fuera tan desagradable. Y si no estuviera en medio de un caso tan importante. Quizá podría comenzar un negocio de piscifactoría. Bueno, pues mira, pensaba que se había terminado ya, pero no, esto está todavía... Hacienda Macaulay. Pero entonces vamos a ver, su madre está muerta. No voy a volver ahí. Hay un cadáver esperándome. Pues con más razón, para quitarle la dentadura, ¿no?